Hello everybody. Today I am showing you something special. I'm showing you that my quarry's finished. Technically finished might be a incorrect word. As you can see, there's actually a layer of cobblestone still on the ground. I ran out of netherrack. I ended up stocking it just before going to work, but it did most of its job. And honestly, I can't argue with how well it did. Wow. Just wow. So, basically, I'm completely set resource-wise, for the most part. There are some few exceptions. I only got one stack of gold with some change over here, and I only got 19 diamonds. However, you might notice that I have a lot of new tools and toys, uh, all around me. So the most noticeable thing is probably between the Ender Pouch or the Long Fall Boots. Um, Basically, I hate the sound of fall damage, so these long fall boots were very, very necessary. Secondly, a lot of people in the comments were basically saying that they were like, why aren't you using X, Y, and Z? And X, Y, and Z all make perfect sense. The Ender Pouch, the crafting table, the pocket crafting table. There's a ton of good items that I've been ignoring, and this is kind of because I was just kind of tunnel visioning. And to that end, I have decided to become a permanent resident. By that I mean I'm going to build something better than this stupid little hut. Yeah, because that thing's kind of ugly. So yeah, I felt kind of like a vagrant while I've been playing here. Um, Mostly because I kind of never built anything other than machines. And while I like building machines, I've kind of decided that, you know what, I'm going to settle down, build a home, build a nether cool looking thing, which is kind of pointless because I'm going to build a nether portal inside my home as well, so I don't know what I did that for. But yeah, so I kind of got this whole idea set up on what I'm going to do. And I wanted to share it with you guys. I'm not going to make you watch me build it because I think that would be boring even if I did a speed version of it where I like make it like 50 times fast forward. So I'm just going to instead show you where I'm going to build, kind of tell you what I'm going to do with it, and let you see the result. So I've been thinking, and I'm going to be using these. These are the Zycranium ore from Zycraft, and what I want to use these for is they have these really cool blocks that you can make, and I want to show these off. Basically, they glow. So to make them glow, I'm going to actually need to get into the dark. Now they glow, but they don't actually emit light. That's kind of why I wanted to go down here where it was dark. So they have this nice little glow to them, so at nighttime you can see it really visibly, but they don't emit light, so they don't kind of like act like a giant torch. And they're really cool. I want to use these as my primary building block for this next structure I'm going to build, and I'm going to build it over here. You might have noticed that gravel pillar I kept looking at. I've kind of selected this location because my wife said it'd be really cool to build a flying saucer over the forest. And so I flew out here, decided to find a good spot, and indeed I like this spot. I can see a desert from there, I can see an extreme hill biome, a redwood forest, a autumn forest, and I'm in a snowy forest. So this is actually pretty cool. I have a lot of the Zycraft ores, so I figured I might as well use them as like a nice decorative block. So I'll probably use them only on the outside in kind of like rings to make a light, and then I'll probably be, using other material like marble, which I've kind of fallen in love with, to make the rest of the actual bulk of it. But yeah, as I said, I'm not going to make you watch it. I'm just going to make you see what happens after I spend some time, probably a few hours, trying to craft a house. I hope you all enjoy the finished product. Holy crap! Holy crap! There's a skeleton firing flaming arrows at me in gold armor. Oh shoot, oh shoot. And it's got a skeleton body. Oh god, oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Where's your base? What's your...
Oh my god. That thing is tough. Oh my god.
You did know
I did know they could spawn, but I did not know that they were so tough. Holy crap. I am not prepared.
Well, the basic thing is he has an enchanted bow. Who knows? It could have other kinds of enchants besides flame.
I can get that by killing him, right?
Just you have a chance, and you don't usually get it.
Oh, yeah, chance is not very fun.
Yeah, that's only a chance. The more stuff they have in general, the chance one thing will drop. But
Yeah, well, I don't want just his generic gold armor.
yeah.
Where did he go?
If you're really lucky, you'll get the flame bow.
There he is.
They
Yes,
crash.
he fired.
Just so you know,
Ah!
just so you know, they fire faster now when you're closer to them,
Did they do?
and they have longer range.
He dropped Jack all. Welcome back, everybody. So, as you might notice, this is not something that was here before. So, this is kind of my little creation. It's not too fancy. I didn't put terrifyingly too much time into it. And I did put it in a snow biome, which I did not think about too well. But it is my flying saucer. Well, kind of. It sort of flies. More like a floating box of multicolor. I didn't want to bother creating circles because circles are annoyingly hard in Minecraft, and I actually had less Zycraft blocks than I thought. I ended up having to basically craft Zyclock, or go mine Zycraft ore to go craft it. So that was very annoying. I did look up a couple of stuff about it. It has a lot of these really cool blocks, like shielded blocks and such, and I don't know what kind of all their purposes are, but there's some cool looking blocks in here. I just wish I had more ore. But anyways, we are now completed and finished with our basic house. Basically, this is just something to kind of start setting up machines inside. From the bottom, it looks kind of cool. And yeah, so anyways, onto the inside. And up here. I need to figure out some way of how I exactly want to get in and out. But I've got it all lit up right now. And my thought process is that this top part is kind of going to become the second floor of it whenever it's ready. And it's also probably where I'll put a lot of the machinery that I don't want to see. So in here I'll probably start laying out all my machines on these different levels around here. I also made a nice little panoramic view inside here. And so I'm going to lay out all my machines on the different levels, and then I'll probably put all the bulky, ugly stuff like, engines and generators up at the top and just feed it down. But yeah, so I'm really happy with what I got now, and now I want to move on to the next thing. And the next thing that I want to build is actual real power systems for IC2. Now I have two ways of doing this. I have plenty of lava generation capacity, but I don't know if I want to just keep mining netherrack over and over and over again. And so instead I'm thinking I want to go for the biogenerator. The biogenerator is just some gold and some brass, so very, very cheap. And I believe this thing can put out, I want to say it was 32 EU a tick, and it runs off of biomass. You can also run it off biofuel, but it comes out to be more efficient to basically run it off of biofuel, but it takes a bit of a process. You have to refine it first, and so I'm not quite sure which way of the biofuel I'm going to run it, but I have decided that I do want to run it. However, I'm going to need more saplings. And so I wanted to show you how to restart these farms that I've done. And we're going to grab a bunch of dirt. I think I grabbed too much dirt. Put that back. We're going to grab a bunch of dirt, and this is kind of how you reload this farm. All you do is you put dirt into the top slot, like so. These input slots are the ground and then the saplings or whatever you're planting on it. And then we're going to pop down over here, and we're going to grab our charcoal, and we're going to simply put 32 of it in here, and 32 in there. And that will kick that thing back up with power, and we should start getting our stuff planted. And basically what we're going to end up with is, there it goes, it's already starting. It's going to change all that sand out for dirt, and it will keep us generating tons and tons of awesome stuff. However, there is something I want to do to this design, and that is add barrels. So now this whole setup is all set up to process everything into barrels, keeping it nice and organized for us. Basically each of these is a double chest. And so yeah, this is all set up for processing. Yeah, there's a zombie. He was coming at me. So now that I have the farm started back up, I want to show you how I'm going to restart this. And to do that, I need netherrack. So I'm going to make a quick trip to the nether, and I'll be right back. Okay, I really should have been recording that. I got skeletons in the nether, and my gate blew up on coming into the nether. I did not put flint in there. I did put gravel. So this ender pouch has become a lifesaver. I basically put a whole bunch of materials that I thought I might need into it, and now all I need to do is get a flint out of this gravel, and I have iron inside of it as well, and I can make it back. Wow, this has been one heck of a... What is my luck with going into the nether, and how the heck were there skeletons? Like, seriously, skeletons? What are the odds? And what are the odds of not getting any flint? There we go. Oh, I've got 4 flint. Apparently I should pay more attention. So grab an iron out of there. Okay, so now that I'm safe, I'm going to restart my portal. Maybe I should build a wall around this thing. I'm going to restart my portal. I'm going to harvest out some more netherrack, and I'll be back. Okay, so back to the real world. Got a little bit of netherrack. I didn't harvest too much of it. So how we restart the system is we put our netherrack back into this guy. That will feed it right into there. And then we need to do a little trick over here. Grab my wrench out of my ender pouch. This thing is so useful. Right click that, puts it to extraction mode. Oh, apparently that thing had enough power in it to starting the engines already. Well, that wasn't what I intended, but and oh, I need something out of the ender pouch again, some redstone. Voila. So how I intended to restart this was you get a redstone signal, you right click that pipe into extraction mode, and then all you do is put this out, and it will now start pumping out lava, filling these engines up. There we go. And now all these engines have plenty of magma to restart their process. The only downside is I basically just wasted all that lava because this setup has almost nothing left to quarry out. There's very little left, so not the best use of resources. But I wanted to show you guys how to restart it. So yeah, that's how you restart this little magmatic engine farm. So anyways, next up on the list, now that we have that ready and we got that restarted for however long it's going to run, is we want to get to the biomass, biofuel tech line. And to do that, we need a fermenter. So the fermenter is right here. It uses bronze gears, some glass, and a sturdy casing, which is more bronze as we already know. So what we need to do is go craft some bronze. So I'll be back in one moment. Alright, so we're off and we're going to start crafting our fermenter here. To do this, we're going to need some bronze gears and a sturdy casing. So we are getting the bronze gears, and then we are getting a sturdy casing, like so. Alright, and then all it takes is a little bit of glass on top of that. So, quick peek. So gears in 4 corners, casing in the center, and a tiny bit of glass. And we have our fermenter. Now, I'm currently pulverizing more tin so that I can get enough material up to be able to make a second fermenter, so I won't make you wait for that. Alright, so I've actually come up with a slightly different approach to how I'm going to handle this. I didn't realize I got apple oak saplings in this somehow. I didn't even realize this, and that's why I have so many apples. And because I have so many apples, I thought it'd be a smart idea to make a squeezer. Squeezer will squeeze apples and get apple juice out of them, which is useful for many things, but most useful for turning this fermenter into a 150% more efficient fermenter. So we're going to make one of these, and it just takes tin, sturdy casing, and glass. Luckily we have everything we need already, so we're going to just simply put tin, glass, sturdy casing. Now we have a squeezer. Alright, so now things are starting to shape up. The next step that we need is we need biogas engines to power all of this. So for biogas engines, we need 3 bronze on top, 2 bronze gears, and pistons and glass. So I will get crafting those and I'll be back. Alright, so our inventory is getting a little crowded, but I've decided I'm going to make... Let's see, how many engines do I want off the bat? I think I want to go with 5, which means I need 10 bronze in each one of these slots, because I need 2 gears per engine. So 10 more bronze gears, and then I will put them like this. Put 5 like that, and then glass, and then more bronze. And I actually might be short. No. Whew. So 5 biogas engines. Okay. So now we have our squeezers, our fermenters, our biogas engines. Okay, how is this plan all coming together? Well, let me take you over and back to our base and we will show you. Alright. Hello everybody, and I have finally got it set up. I got all the items I need for my master plan, and I am now going to showcase it. So, what's the master plan? Master plan is to set up a biogas line, or a biomass line that produces biomass, uses it for fuel, transmits the energy to all my machines, and to do this, what we need to do is a couple of things. First, the biomass line needs to be kick-started. It will not start on its own. So in order to do that, we need to set up a kind of starting line for it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm putting down these, I'm putting down these wooden conductive pipes that we've seen before, and some golden conductive pipes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a magmatic engine over here, and this is going to be our Kickstarter. We're going to use this to start the process. And then down here we are going to have a squeezer and a fermenter. And the squeezer will go, let's say, here, and the fermenter will go, let's say, here. And what we're going to do is we're going to power the squeezer, and it will squeeze these apples right here and make juice. And we are going to run that juice directly into, and actually I think I need to move that one block over. So we're going to put our apples back in there. Alright, so we're going to run our juice to our fermenter over here. And then our fermenter is going to run out biofuel. And that biofuel is going to come up here and power our biogas engines. Like so. Alright. Now there's a couple of tricks to this. The first is that you need lava to start all biogas engines. So, to get the lava into the biogas engines, we set up a tank here, and I'm going to turn this valve over to extraction mode. And I'm going to need to break that redstone, or the magmatic engine, to get it out of the way so that we can place a block. So now it's powered into extraction mode, and then I'm going to put a bucket of lava here. And this should evenly distribute the lava between all of these engines, and it should leave that alone. So alright, they all have just a little bit of lava, hopefully. Looks like maybe only that one actually got any good amounts of lava. I might need to take a couple more vats full of lava, so I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back with several more lava. Alright, that should be enough to get everything started. Alright, so all of the engines now have a little bit of lava. I'll put one more in for good measure. And then now I'm going to put back that magmatic engine. Put back that magmatic engine, and then we're going to put the rest of our lava into the magmatic engine. And this is going to give power to the system. Okay, so we got that broken, and we're going to grab that back. So now our biogas should come out correctly. And let's take a look at how the squeezer's going. So the squeezer is chirping away. Now we need to set that to extraction mode, and then we need to power it with a redstone signal, like so. And then that should flow apple juice into here. Nice. Then we need to put oaks, or the saplings, in the top here, and we need fertilizer. And did I forget fertilizer? Let me check my ender chest. I did. Be right back. Okay, we're back and we have fertilizer. So put some fertilizer in and watch as the magic happens. Alright, so we have the magic happening already. Very conveniently filling up the biomass. Again, we're going to have to do that same trick. We need a redstone torch. So redstone with a torch. Alright, so now that we got some more redstone torches, place down another one. And there we go. Now the biogas engines are all getting some biomass. And then we need one final redstone signal for them. And do I have a good looking block? I do not want to use fur. There we go. Here's some marble. So we're going to put some marble on top of this pipe. And then we will put some redstone down across it, like so. And then we'll make ourselves a lever, I think. Is that what I want to do? A lever for this? I think so. So we'll get that. And I need some cobblestone. Should have some in here. And voila, a lever. And this is just so in case we ever do want to turn on and off it, we can. And now those biogas engines should start. Yes. Woohoo. Alright. And this magmatic engine is just going to keep on for a little bit. But this is way more power than what we need to power just these guys. This is excessively overkill. And there's a reason for that. Yeah, as you can see, that's already filling up with plenty of more power than it needs. So I'm actually going to kill those redstone engines for a little bit, because they are not able to keep up. Oh, I ran out of apples. Wow, that went through apples really, really fast. So I'm going to go get some more resources for the system, and I'll be back. Alright, so we are back, and we have brought over a lot of goodies. The first is, we've brought over the magma crucible. This is going to be our way of, how should I say, generating lava. We're going to be using this to power our IC2 power systems through thermal generators. And it's going to also make sure that we always have lava if needed for our biogas engines to restart. So, The way we're going to play with this is that we're going to put our netherrack back in there and get ourselves just a bit of lava. Or actually, no, I remember now. I actually wanted to melt redstone first. This is because I want molten redstone for an energy cell. And I will show you guys what that looks like in a bit. So I'm actually going to let that melt some redstone. I'm going to kick that back on since we already have the power. And then next up, we've also brought over our induction smelter. That goes right there. And then we brought over our pulverizers. La la. So now we have all of our equipment back in. And it's all going to store up nice, lovely power for us. And basically, the whole goal with this system is that we should have zero need for power. All of it should be self-contained within this. And I'm actually going to start expanding this out as I get more equipment. The reason why I'm using this thing for redstone is I want molten redstone for the redstone energy cells. Right here. They take a cell frame emptied that's filled with molten redstone, and it takes an entire 1,000 blah 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 of it. That's a lot of redstone. Basically a full bucket of redstone, and you don't get very much redstone. As you can see, I've already dissolved a bunch of it and I only got a little, so I still actually need to go get more redstone to dissolve. But before that, I wanted to put some more stuff in and get it all set up so that everything can keep going while I'm absent. But yeah, I just want to show you how we're getting ourselves slowly set up here, and I'll get back to you in a moment. Okay, so I've come back with one more machine right here, the liquid transposer. As you can see, I already placed it right next to the magma crucible to fill it up with lots of good lava. And man, this thing, or not good lava, but good molten redstone. That's the words. Come on. So to make this redstone energy cell, I need to get electrium ingots. Is our primary thing, as well as hardened glass and diamond. That's all pretty easy to get. The hardened glass is just lead with the dust. So we have some lead here and some pulverized obsidian dust, and it's a 2-to-1, and we need 4 glass, so we're just going to go like that. And I believe that should start smelting. Right? Is that really slot specific? Don't think so. One moment. There we go. So it was a redstone signal problem coming from this thing that was powering the fermenter. So here we go. We have our hardened glass now. So with that hardened glass, we can now start off getting this little guy right here, which takes a diamond with the electrium ingots. Now electrium takes silver and gold smelted together in the induction furnace. So we're going to do that as well. So we'll place some silver and gold, and we need quite a bit of electrum, so we're just going to let it carve out as much as it wants, but we only need 4 for the beginning. Let's go, and we're going to get a diamond out of our ender pouch. 1 diamond, and diamond in the center, gold, and, or not gold, electrium, and then hardened glass. And now we got our energy cell frame. Sweet deal. So, now that we have that, we now need to make, or now that we have the energy cell frame, we need to fill it. To fill it, we're going to put it in the liquid transposer. And believe, am I looking at that wrong? Oh, do I need more? I think I need more. Let me smelt some more. 1 second. Never mind, it was another redstone signal glitch. It's filling up right now. And uh-oh. Where'd it go? Give me a moment. Oh, it got put into the pulverizer. Okay, that was dangerous. Okay, so here we are, a energy cell frame full, but that's not still what we need yet. Next we need a redstone reception coil, which is another electrium ingot. So we'll grab one of these, and it's got some redstone on it. So like so. Here we are. And then on top of that we need 3 more with lead. So we're going to take it, place it in the center, rainbow it with some of that, dash of that, and a splash of that. And here we are. Okay, so this is kind of the big, what I've been hoping for. So I'm actually going to smash the magma crucible. Alright, so this is the big, what I've been aiming for the buildcraft style power. This thing holds an amazing amount of MJ and allows you to basically more or less store up and then use at a very fast rate an amazing amount of power. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to run this off over here, and we're going to put the redstone energy cell here. And basically what our end goal is that we're going to have a tesseract over here that is going to be taking the power from this guy and putting it into other things. Alright, here we are. Power shooting over here to it. Very, very nice. And is this thing still all running? No recipe? Oh, I think it's because it doesn't have any apple juice. And that was because it does the mulch. I ended up filling up with too much mulch. Wow. Alright, so that should get some apple juice flowing into it, which should get it to produce more biofuel. These guys have plenty of biomass, so they're not going to run out anytime soon. So yeah, now we have good amount of power. As you can see here, we've already stored up 22,000 MJs, and it holds up to 6 million MJ, or 600,000 MJ, not 6 million. So yeah, this is basically going to act like a gigantic battery for this system, and this will provide power to anything that needs it, as well as store power for when it's not being completely used up by other machines. And so basically I've gotten most everything I wanted set up for the buildcraft forestry side. I'm still going to do some additional tweaking and layout changes. But up next we'll be doing the industrial craft expansion of this. And we're going to put industrial craft machines over here. And we will be basically setting up a nice lava conversion facility and getting our industrial craft power. But that will wait till next time. See you guys then.